Welcome to Raincross Farms Makery. I am so excited to be hosting this segment of Craft Round the Clocks and Vintage and Thrifted's fall winter marathon. So come on in and let us know you're here. My name's Robin. My husband Bill's behind the camera, behind the computer. And let us know you're watching. I'm going to get one thing set up on my computer and we will be good to go. So come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have you been watching all the amazing crafts today? Let me get this tied to this post. Okay, that should be ready. So we have a keyword tonight. The keyword will get you entered into our weekly drawing, which is tomorrow night. So if you would type in the word teacup in the comments, you will get entered. And let me take care of one more thing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hello, hello, hello. And we would love it if you would give our page a heart, if you would follow us. We're on Facebook at Raincross Farms Makery. We are also on YouTube at Raincross Farms Makery. We'd love to have you follow, subscribe, both of those places. And of course, sprinkle out this video to your crafty friends. So let's get to talking about what we are doing today. I posted in my Facebook page a couple days ago asking about memories about teacups because I have this idea for a teacup project. Hello, Jessie. I better say hello to some people. Let's see. Awesome. Let's see. Swanky Vintage with Carol. Hello. I can't see all the names because Bill's in charge of my screen and I can't see them all. So apologies for not greeting you. Hey, Wanda. Hello, Choose Joy Crafts and Creations. Hello, Roberta. Just a reminder, I do not mind if you join my live on your Facebook, on your business page. However, if you want to participate in any of the little things where I say comment a certain thing, I don't believe Facebook will send it to your business page. That's the only thing. I don't care if you come on and watch as your business page. But if you go to make those certain comments to get entries and whatnot, I don't think it'll work on your business page. So you're welcome to hop out, come back in as your personal page. You can do it during the replay later. That'll be fine too. Hi, Donna. Lots of names, lots of names. Anyway, there were lots of memories tied around teacups and lots of mothers and grandmothers collected them, and some of my viewers collected them. So we're going to do a fun little craft with teacups. I don't necessarily collect them. I probably have about 6 or 7 teacups that were, I keep them because they were gifted to me. Some of them mean a lot more. Like I have a teacup from my mother-in-law. I have a teacup from my sister-in-law who has passed. I have a teacup that has been passed down from great-grandmother to me. Awesome. We got a lot of people watching. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Tammy. Tammy, if that doesn't work for you, try not leaving a space. I probably should have put it in both ways. Anyway, hello, so many people. Hello, hello, hello. Anyway, what do you do with those collections? If they're really, really special to you, you want to keep them intact. But take a look at this craft and see if you don't want to use your very, very, very special ones, and I completely understand that. Go to thrift stores, go to garage sales, go to estate sales, and pick up teacups. And that's what I did. I picked up some, well, I got some plates. They're just like little dessert plates or whatever. So I just got these at thrift stores. These were $1, anywhere from $1 to $3. One was 99 cents. Super pretty. Okay. Some of them are nice quality, some of them not so much. Any of them will work great for this craft. Okay. I also got teacups. So again, if you cannot do this craft with your special teacups, I completely understand. Go to the thrift store and get something that doesn't quite mean as much to you. Okay, so I have this beauty, and I'm not going to be using all of these. I found this one. And let's see, this one. This one was actually, got dust in it. This one was actually part of a set, which would be really cool to do this with all matching teacups. I looked for all different sizes, all different shapes, different little saucers. They don't have to have saucers. Okay, here's a really pretty little one. I don't know if this is Demitasse, something like that. Obsessed with teacup. Yes. So again, you don't have to use your priceless heirlooms, but there are some that you still get to see them as teacups. They're just not usable as teacups. Okay, here's another little one. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a tiered tray or a teacup tower out of these. You've seen tiered trays. This is just kind of a take on that. So let's see. I'm going to kind of start with one of my big plates here. And I also like these two plates. And this one's pretty. I'm going to save this for another day though. I like, let's see, I like this one. And I like this one. This one I think I'm going to save for another day. And I'm going to save this one for another day. So we're just going to, I kind of have an idea out here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to stack these up, glue them down, and make a cute little teacup tiered tray. Hello, Sissa. Also, I feel really bad for not catching everybody's names. Hello, Laura. Hello, Chris. Hello, Kimberly. So many people watching. So exciting.
We got 105 people on here. So.
One of my highest numbers. Okay. Don't worry about this. It's going to get covered up. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to take this one. Now, when you're looking for these, you also have to keep an eye on the handle. So if I want to use this one, I'm not necessarily going to be able to stack just any plate on top of it. Okay. So, but there are plates that kind of curve up. So just be mindful of the handles, and if you can find some that don't go over the rim, that is great. So I'm going to start, like I said, I kind of already have a plan for this. So I'm going to start by just gluing the cup to the saucer. I'm going to use a combination of E6000 because I don't trust hot glue to work in the long run with this. So I'm going to use some E6000, but as you know, E6000 takes a while to dry. And I don't want the whole thing to collapse before I'm done. So I'm going to just put some E6000 in a couple of spots. And this is new, so I'm going to put the cap on it so it doesn't leak. And I'm also going to use some hot glue. I'm not mixing the two. I'm trying not to get spillage. And I'm just going to push that down, working on getting it centered. The hot glue will hold it instantly, and the E6000 will take its time, but it will eventually grab on when it's dry and hold it. Thanks for coming in, watching the first time. Have you been watching lots of the crafters? Lots of crafters on today. Okay, I'm going to do that again. That didn't want to stick. Let me switch over to, me switch over to super glue.
Chris says, are you using a special type of hot glue?
No, I'm not. I'm just using regular hot glue. I don't know. Is there a special type? I don't know of a special type. Okay, so I'm just holding this down. Gluing that in place, and then I'm going to glue this whole thing right in the center of that. So let me.
He doesn't know either. And Pat and Ben Eddings, you say replay, but you're live.
You're live. It's not a replay. Okay. So I'm using both hot glue and E6000.
Nicole says Surebonder is the crazy glue of hot glue.
Oh, really? Surebonder.
Check out. Hi, Judy.
Surebonder. Is that a brand?
No hoops about it, Pat and Ben.
That's okay. It's all good. Okay, so here I've got my bottom layer. So I've got a teacup on a dessert plate, and then I'm going to go up a layer. So I'm going to put this tray on here. I want something a little bit wider so I can put things on my tray. Now this I'm going to put along the rim. Then I want to drip.
And Nicole says, yes, that is a brand type of.
Okay, I will have to look for that because I have some more teacups. I may do some more of these. Okay, so I've got E6000. I'm also going to do some hot glue in between. So your teacups will not be usable as teacups after you do this, but they will still look like teacups. And again, this is where that handle comes in. Not sure if I've got that centered. Really, that's kind of wobbly. I'm going to end up having to really glue that down again. And then I'm going to switch over to this one.
Adams. And Tammy, we'll get you in one way or the other. It keeps coming up as 2 words on her.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to go in. Oops, I forgot to do the E6000 on that.
Did you set your timer, by the way?
No, I didn't. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We have 137 now.
Woohoo! Okay.
I think it's night for us.
Center this. Push it down.
There you go, Teresa. That should be it. Hi, Susan. First time watching. Where are you from?
Okay. Looking a little wonky. That's because this one teacup is not attaching. So I'm gonna have to go back and fix that.
Cheryl said she had to switch browsers to see comments.
Oh. Okay, so let's do some more E6000.
Well, she was over on YouTube for a moment there.
You. Yeah, we are live streaming to both YouTube and Facebook. Our little electronic doodads work better with Facebook. Okay.
Susan from Newfoundland, Canada. That's the furthest away we can get, I think. And Beth, where are you from? First time watching.
Hey, it's hot in here.
And Pat and Ben. Is it Pat or Ben, or is it Pat and Ben watching tonight? Oh, Pat.
Okay.
Pat from Colorado.
Okay, so this is bugging me. It's not, for some reason, it is not wanting to bond. So I'm gonna try a different glue. The others seem to be doing okay, so maybe there's something on this. I'm gonna get out my Gorilla Glue, which I don't like because it's hard to squeeze this bottle.
Stacy's from Delaware. Thank you for sprinkling, Teresa. Kimberly says it looks so cute. Yeah, Susan, you're as far east as you can go in Canada.
Okay, so I'm just trying some super glue. This is Gorilla Glue gel. And let's see if this wants to stick any better. And I'm trying to make sure all of my... Whoop.
Made on the Loop said sprinkle to her group, or his group, or whoever's there. Who do we got on Made in the Loop? Made on the Loop.
Okay, and then I'm going to switch. I'm going to put this plate on.
Somebody in here was from Oklahoma, and I asked where at in Oklahoma. My mom was an Okie. She was from Oklahoma City area. And she have cousins back there.
And what are your memories with teacups with your mom? She's kind of an inspiration for teacups for me. So I'm just kind of going from wide to narrow. Put this one on. Stars, Kim, that is awesome. We so appreciate that.
Welcome to our page. You're new, but it's nice to have you.
Welcome. Okay, Made on the Loop. I don't know if I have to set up all of those doodads. I'm still in the process of that. I don't know if it works automatically or if that's something I needed to have set up.
When it says hide commands?
Yeah, there are some things, some fun things that Facebook will let you do with certain commands, like the hashtag ones that we're going to be doing a little bit later. But I don't know if I've got all of the exclamation point ones. Linda is from Oklahoma. So this can be mix and match teacups. They could be all the same. The saucers don't have to match the cups.
Teresa says super cute.
Thank you. But I am trying to line up the handles so they are in a line.
Anna's from Iowa.
And then we're going to end it with this little baby here. Now this one has this tall handle that goes up above the rim, but this plate also curves up, so it actually fits on there. That is super handy. Now, I know that the theme has kind of been autumn. I don't know if anybody has done Christmas. But this is kind of a year-round. It all depends on what you put on the tray. That determines what holiday it is, or if it's even for the holiday at all. So if you want to do this for fall, you can put, I'm going to put candies on this.
Dan wants to know what kind of glue you're using. Again, we're discussing glue.
I am using a combination of E6000 for that long-term hold. And I'm also using hot glue just to get that instant hold.
Carol, it's almost a tie.
Cheryl, I still have to call you. I haven't done that. I thought about it when I was getting ready to hop in the shower, and I thought, well, I'm not gonna call her while I'm in the shower. So here is our cute little tower. What do you think? Kind of been building it with the things towards me. Do we love it? Do we love it? I love it. Okay, let me see if this works. I have this little display thing. I'm going to see if I can get it to spin. Now it's kind of heavy. And it's kind of important that you kind of make sure that it is all straight up and down. But, woohoo, look at that.
Hi, Dougie. Linda says,
Cute.
How do I like your page? I don't see a like button, so I get notifications from your page. So you want to tell her how to?
If you want to get notifications from the page, when you type in the word teacup in the comments, you will get a notification that you're entered into Sunday night's drawing. And there is also, let me see exactly what it's called. There's a button that you can push that says get live notices. So if you click on that button, get live notices, and answer those questions, that will get you all set up to get live notices. So this is my little teacup tower. I'm going to turn that off.
Good tip. Roberta said, if these don't want to stay together, you may have to sand the blades off.
That's true. That's true.
So she bought some yard decorations made of glass, and the lady said she sanded where she glued.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
So you could put little cookies on this. You could put, I decided I'm going to put some little candies on mine, or you can just leave it plain too. This is where you can change up your decor by what you put on your tray.
You guys are getting the teacup thing down now.
So this would be cute just out on a buffet, on a coffee table.
What was it we didn't get when we were at the store? The lemon drop.
Lemon drop. Somebody
lemon
had
drop.
that was somebody's memory. That was somebody's memory on Facebook, is that I think it was their first grade, might have been somebody who's watching. Their first grade teacher had a tea party for all the girls in the class, and she served them lemon drops. And I didn't see that. Oh, Cheryl, he knows where to find it. Okay, so I just kind of spruced it up with some candy. You could just put flowers on it. You could leave it all by itself, perfectly plain. Cute. Okay, we've got a couple of minutes. I wanted to read something that I found that has to do, it's called The Story of the Teacup. It's kind of where I got the inspiration for this. So give me a minute and listen to this story of the teacup. There was a couple that used to go to England to shop in the beautiful stores. They both like antiques and pottery, especially teacups. This was their 25th wedding anniversary. One day in a beautiful shop, they saw an exquisite teacup. They asked the clerk, "May we see that? We've never seen one quite so lovely." As the lady handed it to them, suddenly the teacup spoke. "You don't understand," it said. "I haven't always been a teacup. There was a time when I was red and I was clay. My master took me and rolled me and patted me over and over, and I yelled out, 'Let me alone!' But he only smiled and said, 'Not yet.' Then I was placed on a spinning wheel and suddenly spun around and around and around. 'Stop it, I'm getting dizzy,' I screamed. But the master only nodded and said, 'Not yet.' Then he put me in the oven. I never felt such heat. I wondered why he wanted to burn me. And I yelled and knocked at the door. I could see him through the opening, and I could read his lips as he shook his head, 'Not yet.' Finally, the door opened. He put me on a shelf, and I began to cool. 'There, that's better,' I said. And he brushed and painted me all over. The fumes were horrible. I thought I would gag. 'Stop it,' I cried. He only nodded, 'Not yet.' Then suddenly he put me back into the oven, not like the first one. This was twice as hot, and I knew I would suffocate. I begged, I pleaded, I screamed, I cried. All the time I could see him through the opening, nodding his head, saying, 'Not yet.' Then I knew there wasn't any hope. I would never make it. I was ready to give up. But the door opened, and he took me out and placed me on a shelf. 1 hour later, he handed me a mirror and said, 'Look at yourself.' And I did. I said, 'That's not me. That couldn't be me. It's beautiful. I'm beautiful.' 'I want you to remember then,' he said. 'I know it hurts to be rolled and patted, but if I had left you alone, you'd have dried up. I know it made you dizzy to spin around on the wheel, but if I had stopped, you would have crumbled. I knew it hurt and was hot and disagreeable in the oven, but if I hadn't put you there, you would have cracked. I know the fumes were bad when I brushed and painted you all over, but if I hadn't done that, you never would have hardened. You would not have held. Now you are a finished product. You are what I had in mind when I first began with you." And an unknown author, and it's tied to the verse Jeremiah 18:6. "Behold, like the clay in the potter's hand, so are you in my hand." So that's something special to think about with teacups. They weren't always these beautiful pieces. At one point, they were clay, and they kind of got worked over to get to this spot. So remember that in your life. If you liked this, I have a way for you to get a copy of this that you can print out for yourself. And to get it, I know you've been typing teacup in the comments, and that gets you entered, but now type in #teacup, and you'll get a notice, and you can click on the button to get the actual PDF file for this little story of the teacup. So now type in #teacup. The hashtag is important. It goes to a different thing. So if you try that, you will get, and make sure, tell me it works. So #teacup, and that should get you the link to the story. I'm going to do one more little thing. I have a little bit of time. I'm going to push this aside. And I also found, these are hard to find, teapots. I found lots of teacups, but teapots, I found this one in a thrift store. It's the little handle, it has the little tea ball, and anyway, so I thought, well, let's do a cute little decoration for this. This would make a great vignette on a coffee table or a corner somewhere, with the teacup and the teacup tower and the teapot. So I'm going to do a little chalk thing, because chalk is kind of my thing. It's kind of the bread and butter. So I have a cutout of a teacup, And we're going to do a little Mod Podge magic. And we're going to chalk something on there. Let me get my brush. So we are going to decoupage over this. So I just got, it's like two crafts in one. I just have Mod Podge. This happens to be matte. You can use any kind. You can use the gloss. And I'm just painting a layer on this. And not too thick, not too thin. And that aside, and I'm going to dry this. So how many of you are going to go start looking for, it says you need access in Google Drive. You shouldn't. You know, you might need to have a Google email address. And I dried it. And you can do this method with napkins. I'm going to do it with some tissue paper. I got this tissue paper at Hobby Lobby. I just need a single layer of it. We're just going to give this little teacup a background. We only need a little corner of it.
I'm wondering if it got overloaded because I did not receive one either.
Okay.
Oh, Cheryl says she was logged in her grandson's account. She's trying to switch to his Google account.
Okay.
Yes, no space. That is correct.
Right. Okay, so let me just, I'm just going to trim this up. And I'm going to get some parchment paper. This is just a little bonus craft.
Try again and see if it was just an overload problem.
And I don't want to.
That says it worked for her.
Okay.
So it's working, but I'm wondering if there.
If it doesn't work, just type in the comments that it didn't work, and I will get it to you personally. I'll go back and I will check those. Okay, so I've got the dried Mod Podge. I have tissue paper down. I'm going to put what is this
People
stuff?
are asking, where did you get the paper? And they're commenting about the paper being nice.
The paper I got from Hobby Lobby. It's just tissue paper. They have all kinds of pretty stuff. And I just use a single layer of it. I'm taking my iron and I am going over that. I've got parchment paper in between because I don't want to melt the ink on my tissue paper. And that heat reactivates the Mod Podge and it makes this stick. And then I'm going to take okay, I'm just taking a sanding block and I'm just going down the sides to get that tissue off.
Thank you, Nicole. We'll get it to you one way or another.
Okay, yeah, if it doesn't work for you, just let me know. I'll go through the comments. And make sure you get it. So now I have this little background on my teacup, and I have that little hole in here. I'm going to use a X-Acto knife to cut that out. And then I have a transfer, cute little transfer. It is called Day Drinker. And we are going to just chalk this little teacup, coffee cup, teacup. How many of you drink tea out of these or coffee out of these? Okay, so I'm going to, this is sticky back, so I'm going to fuzz it a little bit. How am I doing on time? I'm going to put a little fuzz on this so that it doesn't pull this paper up. I'm also going to, I'm also going to put some wax on this because this is paper. If you put a sticker down on paper, you know what happens when you pull that sticker up, it pulls the paper up too. So I'm going to put a little bit of wax. This is just surface wax I sell in my shop. And I'm going to just put a thin layer of clear paste wax over this to protect that paper. So we're kind of making our own little decorative teacup. I'll lay this down.
Claire says her Happy Meal came today.
Yay! Okay.
Hi, Lori. Thanks for following.
And I'm just going to get some black velvet paste. This is chalk paste and a squeegee. Sell this in my shop. And I'm going to just squeegee over the top of this. So we will be squeegeeing over the top of that tissue paper.
Rhonda says, my teacups are for decor. They don't hold a lot of chocolate
No.
pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be my complaint with teacups. They're sure pretty, but that's like one swig of coffee. Okay. Got that covered. Scrape off the excess. These would make cute little nameplates. If you had a little tea party, you could have a little name tag, nameplates on there. These cutouts are just ones that we cut out. So if you're interested in them with this transfer, just let us know. I'm going to clean that up later. Dry.
That's adorable. Say, winter time I have a great big mug that I use.
Yes, he has. He ought to just drink out of a coffee pot. Got that dried up. I'm gonna put this on a stick. On a stick.
Like soup on a stick.
Something like that. It's just a cute little thing. I can make a bunch of these and put them on the tiered tray. That. Ta-da! And I'm going to stick it. I'm going to stick it in this hole here. And that I'm going to I'm gonna get that T-ball out of the way. What do you think? I have a cute little teacup coming out of my teapot.
Esther says that both projects are cute.
And here is my teacup.
Cheryl, is it time for me to say it yet?
You can say it.
No, move the tier tray over.
Over which way?
Like that. Okay, now smile. That's so cute.
Okay, let me get it spinning. There it is. There we go. Cute, cute, cute. So, what do you think? Do you love it? I hope so. Yay, yay, yay. And I am so appreciative of all of you that have joined me on this segment. And again, hashtag Teacup. If it didn't work for you, just put in the comments. Hashtag Teacup didn't work, and I will get you a copy of the Teacup story. I thought that was special. Something to remember that sometimes we go through hard things, and in the long run, God knows He's got a better purpose, a higher purpose than we can see. And remember that when you see your teacups. So thanks so much. Hopefully you're going to go out to thrift stores and start searching for teacups. Don't pay a lot of money for it. Let me tell you that. That's one thing, because I have been on a hunt for teacups lately for this project. And there are people who are selling teacups because they may have some sort of value in the antique market. If you're just going to use it for a craft, don't spend that kind of money. I don't think I spent more than $5 for a cup and saucer set, and some of them were like $2.95. So there are varying levels of quality. You don't need to have that highest quality, that most unique antique. So don't go spending $15 for each little teacup if you're just going to do it for a craft. Just to let you know.
Nancy's went through.
Good. Okay, so I'm seeing some that are, and I'm wondering if it's because you don't have a Gmail account. Anyway, I'll get it to you. No problems. I will send it to you. Beautiful craft. Love the story. Thanks. I love it too. So
There's a new word.
What?
Jackie says darling.
Darling.
There
That
you
is
go.
just darling. So you know what? I'm gonna cheat, and I'm going to see.
That's better than cute. That's so cute.
I'm gonna see if I can tell you who's up next.
How much time you got?
I have about 2 minutes.
You guys can sit here and chat and keep trying the uh-oh.
I don't think
Cheryl says it's frozen.
It's frozen. Okay. Well, we will let you go. Hang around in a couple of minutes. In a couple of minutes, there is a new crafter on. I think there's like 2 more tonight, and then crafters all day tomorrow also. So get your fill of crafting. We're so happy to have you here. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube if you haven't already. And we always close out by saying, do something creative every day and just have fun. So thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you later. Tomorrow night is our drawing for our weekly giveaway, so hop on and see if you're one of the winners. Thanks so much. Bye-bye, everybody.